We were really good defensively today in the first half. Louisville's coming off an overtime game with Carolina and a really close game with Duke. And you could see at the end when we didn't play defense there at the end, they can shoot. And, our defense was just good. And it just makes it easier for us when our defense is good. It doesn't put as much pressure on our offense. And, offensively, we moved well. Joe did a great job of running the offense, getting Jesse when he was rolling and when he wasn't hitting the shooters. It was just a really, really good offensive game again. But I just thought the improvement that we have made on offense and continue to make is really the key for the rest of the year. We just got to keep getting better there. I think our offense is in a good place, we just got to keep playing well in the defensive end. Questions?
We'll get started with James and then Donna.
Just first with Jesse, was it a concerted effort to go into him inside with mismatches, and then the following seems to have improved well?
Yeah, he's worked on his foul shooting. It's still better. It's getting better. Jimmy's been working on it better. They switched, so he's got a 6-foot guy on him, and Jimmy came up, and if Joe couldn't hit him directly, Jimmy could get him. They can't come off Cole. They can't come off Buddy. The first half, they came off Buddy, and Jesse made a great pass, got him wide open. So when he does that, the next time they're going to stay with Buddy, and Jesse gets a layup. So Joe did a great job with that. Jimmy did a good job finding him. It was just everything that everything we tried to do tonight, worked really well. Again, Louisville's not that, they played 2 good games in a row. They're not that bad a team, so it was a really good effort.
Just if I could follow up real quick, it seems like he's fouling less. Is that the case, or are they going inside less?
No, I think his fouls, 2 of them were over the back fouls or reaching fouls, at least 2, maybe 2.5, and he's eliminated those. So, you can if you eliminate all the bad fouls, 5 fouls he should be able to make it. He should be able to make it.
All right, Donna, you can go ahead.
Hey, Jim, so can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
A couple of games ago in Pittsburgh, Joe really struggled, and he's been pretty good the last 3 games. And
Pretty good? Pretty good?
He's been pretty good the last 3 games.
No,
yeah.
he hasn't been pretty good, Donna.
Okay.
He's been really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's typical of what everybody says about Joe Girard. When he plays great, they say he's pretty good.
Okay. Well, descriptions aside, how his
Words are
play-
important.
How has his play over the last 3 games? How has that helped you put up these kinds of points that you're putting up?
Well, obviously,
How critical is he to your offense?
your point guard is critical for your offense, period. Always is, always will be, always has been. And when he plays at a high level, not just pretty good, then we're really difficult to guard because they're worried about his jump shot coming off. That gets Jesse open down low. They're worried about our shooters, so Joe's done a great job of finding them, getting them the ball. But Joe Girard has been really good all year, and he's been outstanding in the last 3 games. And all anybody wants to remember about Joe Girard is a bad game he played in Pittsburgh or a bad game he played someplace else. It's a long season. His numbers are great. He's been tremendous. He's being pressured the whole game, and he's handling it. He's getting way too much criticism, way too much.
Okay, Tyler. Tyler, if you want to go ahead.
Sorry, didn't hear you. Coach, another win, 3 straight now, with a slate of games coming up against teams in the bottom of the ACC. Should we see more of the guys coming off the bench, and assuming they play well?
Yeah, that'd be good. They went in up 30 and it got down to 18. I noticed those things. They have to play better. We need those guys to play better when they get in. They're getting opportunities, and if they can capitalize on them, then they're going to play. I watched Villanova play today. They're I think 10th in the country. They played 6 guys. One of them didn't. The sixth guy didn't. Yeah, the 6th guy played. That was it. You play the guys that are getting it done. These guys are strong. They're healthy. We're going to play guys that are playing well in practice. I thought John Ball made a couple good plays today. He's been pretty good in practice since he's been back. The COVID thing hurt him being out. But again, Frank's done some good things. But you need to play well, first of all, in practice. And then when you do get 6, 7, 8 minutes, 9 minutes in a game, you've got to try to accomplish something. Something.
All right, we'll go to Joshua and then Mommy.
Hi, Coach. I know the offense has been good all year. These last 3 games just feels like you guys are at another level. Just wondering what you attribute that to, and just what you guys have found here over these last couple games.
I think the biggest thing is that Jimmy and Cole, are guys coming in first year. Jesse's getting his first long minutes, and I think it's taken them time to get to this level. I think offensively they played pretty well enough, a lot, to win more games. Our defense just wasn't good enough. But if you look at portal guys all across the country, especially the more of the guys most of them aren't doing as well. It takes time to adjust to a new program. It is not that easy to come out of the portal and play right away. One thing about the old way, when you sat out the year, you kind of got used to what the system was, and it was maybe a little easier, like Elijah Hughes, Mike Benajay, going back to Wesley Johnson. They were with us a year. They knew what we were doing. They were comfortable. They came right out of the box playing really well. But it seems to me, and I don't study, I'm not making a study of it, but the guys I know are not putting numbers up that they put up at schools they were at. And it just takes time sometimes. I think, Cole's numbers are better here because he's obviously playing 3 times as many minutes, but it's still taking him time to get used to it. I think Jimmy's made a good adjustment, but it's still, it's taken a while, I think, to get to this level of play. And, we'll just see what we can do with it from here on.
Hey, Jim, this year's crew really seems like a group of guys that feed off the crowd. And what have you thought of the energy this last 2 games? And do you think that's kind of been a part of the success?
Yeah, I think the fans are great. Our fans have always been great. I can't wait till we get them back and they don't have to wear masks and they can just do whatever. I think that we're every place we go, there's no mask. This is the only place I can see it. And, I know a lot of fans that just aren't coming. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do all that stuff. So hopefully we can get to a point where we can get there. But our fans have been great early in the year, and now they've been great. It's tougher on the fans as it is on anybody. And I couldn't be happier, prouder of the fans that we have. The students have been great, and you know, all that's helpful. You still have to play bad. You still have to play good. You can play good, you can win.
All right, final questions on girls.
Hi, Coach. You guys shot just about 52% from three today. How important is that in the three-game win streak, shooting well from three?
You know, shooting's important. We said that in the beginning of the year. We have good shooters. It's important that they shoot well. I think our ball movement's a little better. I think we're getting a little bit better looks. I'd like to try to get Cole some more looks. It's difficult. They're sticking with him. And, you know, Buddy and Joe are getting pretty good at putting it on the floor and making something happen. Cole's getting a little better at that. It's new for him. But we need to shoot well. You know, you're not always going to shoot 50%, but, you know, hopefully we can do it as long as we can. But our defense has to get better so that when we don't shoot 50%, we can still find a way to win games. That's important. Any more? I'll take a couple more if they want them. Let's.
Have one, Coach, please. You guys have done great the last 3 games. The team is looking very in sync. You guys are finding consistent stride. I wanted to know, what do you think has to be done to keep the momentum up coming up in the games between Boston College and Virginia Tech?
We just have to keep playing. We can keep working, keep playing. Boston College has beaten Notre Dame up there. They've beaten Virginia Tech. They played really well. And there's no one in this league that can't beat you if you don't play. If you don't go out and play well. You can't just play, you have to play well. We made Louisville look bad. They're not that bad. We just played really, really well on both ends of the court. That's key.
Coach, going in the second half, Buddy came out real strong, got 8 of 10. How vital was that you didn't take the foot off the gas, even though you had a huge lead going into the half?
Well, it felt to me like a game that they could get back in it. They were 2 for 16 in the first half. They're not going to do that again. So, you know, you figure they're going to make shots. And, you know, Buddy just got in a good place, a good rhythm. He made a couple pretty hard shots, and then he tried to take a couple really hard shots. But, you know, he's played well all year. He's been there for us. And, you know, again, offensively right now, you know, we're playing at a high level.